Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And we got another episode here for you guys today that we definitely want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you go and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this Draymond Green story, right? But before we get into it, we got to give the backstory. Now, Draymond Green, as y'all know, is an NBA champion, four-time NBA champion. We all know all of these things about Draymond Green, right? Major trash talker and all of these different things. About a year ago, Draymond Green decided, you know what? I need to come out here and create a new form of media. And in this case, he called it the new media, right? And the new media was apparently where you have basketball players analyzing the game. It's funny. I never knew that we never had this before. The last time I checked, we had Charles Barkley, we had Shaquille O'Neal, we had Kenny Smith, we had Jalen Rose, we had Jay Williams, we had Kendrick Perkins, we had Tracy McGrady at a certain point, we had Paul Pierce. But when Draymond Green is doing it, it's the new media, right? It's the new innovative thing. It never happened before, right? So that's what Draymond Green's kind of entree into the sports media world, right? And he was there coming to call out this and call out that, all of that bunch of whatever, right? Good. Then the Warriors won the championship. During their championship run, we spent more time talking about what Draymond Green was saying than actually what he was doing. But people tolerated it because they won, right? They tolerated it because they won. Now, we know going into the season, his contract and Jordan Poole's contract are expiring. And then all of a sudden we heard some news that these guys got into a physical altercation. And then yesterday, the video came out of these two guys actually, we actually saw the footage, right? Of them going back and forth talking to each other. And then, Draymond Green started to walk towards Jordan Poole. I don't know what Jordan Poole thought was going to happen. I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he came from. He walks up to him, he shoves him, and he didn't even shove him. It was like he didn't want to shove him. He's just like, get off me, please. And then Draymond, and by the time Jordan Poole understood what the hell was going on, Draymond Green pretty much sucker punched him right in the face, dead in the mouth, and then he ran into him. And that was it, right? And then since that point, it has created this kind of firestorm. Now, I listened to everyone react to it, but while I was listening to Chris Broussard and these guys, Nick Wright yesterday brought up some very, very, very good points about Draymond Green and his flat out hypocrisy that I want you guys to take a listen to. So for those of you who did not hear what Nick Wright had to say about the Draymond Green altercation, take a listen to what he had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to it. So take a listen to that here.
Damning part of this video is everyone else leading up to it. No one is looking over oh, this could get bad.
Right.
Oh, watch out. And Draymond is the instigator every step of the way. Jordan Poole at one point tries to push him away from him. And then Draymond, power boosts into the punch.
Mm-hmm. He runs through the punch.
And to Bruce's point, it absolutely could have been worse. So yes, I agree. There needs to be a real punishment. I think this is the type of thing that it is difficult for a relationship to come back from. I know everyone brings up Kerr and Jordan. Kerr and Jordan's statures on that team, very, very well established. Now, Draymond's a leader on the Warriors, Poole is not. But if we're doing a player hierarchy on the Warriors, Poole and Draymond are very, very close to each other. As far as value, productivity, all of those things. Draymond has some obvious intangible value and a huge history there. But here's the other thing I'd like to say about this, Wilds. Draymond Green, where you at, man? I saw you dropped a pod today, but it's the one you recorded Patrick Beverley a few days ago. Where's the tweet? Where's the video? Where's the statement? Where's the new media accountability for the fact Steph's had to talk about this? Bob Myers had to talk about this. Steve Kerr's had to talk about this. You're never far from a microphone if you got someone else's screw up or someone else to go after. The whole world has seen you punch Jordan Poole in the face. And you can't thumb out a tweet? Can't pop on? Listen, I know the guy that produces your podcast. Jackson is available. He'll throw a mic on. Where you at, buddy? That's part of it. No. That's part of it.
This is why the suspension needs to be substantial. And like I say, I think 2 weeks missing the first 2 regular season games is substantial because Draymond clearly thinks he can say or do whatever the heck he wants. He really does. And you need to learn, no, you can't.
You're going to stand on this?
And send a statement that you can't just be punching your teammates anymore.
Y'all know I don't always agree with Nick Wright on everything, right? Usually basketball-related type of things. But in this particular instance, he is 100% on the money. 100%. And I'll tell you why. Draymond Green is a notorious trash talker. He always got something to say. I think the primary reason Draymond Green got into media was not because he wanted to create a new form of media. That is not what I think. I think Draymond Green got into media because he wanted to talk. He wanted to just vent and talk and talk and talk and talk. And he's usually at his most active when it has some type of drama and he can come out and talk about how he feels he's been wrong. That's him at his best, right? That is him at his best. And usually what happens is he crosses the line. Now, let's get into the new media aspect of this, of what Nick Wright is saying. If anybody in old media got into a physical altercation with one of their colleagues at work, right? And a video came out. It could be Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. It could be Stephen A. Smith and this person. Blah, blah, blah. Whoever it was. If a physical altercation took place, you better believe those actors, those people would need to come out and immediately put out a response. Immediately. We're not going to wait for 10 days. Immediately. In the case of Draymond Green, this guy is nowhere to be found. Draymond Green had enough time. Think about this. During the NBA final, you want to talk about not being focused? During the NBA finals, when you need to be your most locked in, focused, watch stuff about LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. All of these guys were locked in, turning off their phones. Not Draymond Green. In between every single game, Draymond Green would go up to his room, turn on the light, turn on the camera, and start yapping his mouth about what just happened. Draymond Green had enough time during the NBA finals to go out there and be talking. He had enough time. But now we're into training camp in the preseason and you can't find this dude. Where you at? Where you at, man? This is why people cannot take you seriously. You're only here to call out other people and say, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you did that. But when it's your turn, we can't find you. Same thing with the Kendrick Perkins stuff when he called him the C word. It took some days. Then he finally came to a set. Let it have been that Kendrick Perkins had called him that. He would have came out within the next few hours, published the video to go live. You know why? Because Draymond Green likes to talk. That is what I've on at the very essence of it all. Draymond likes to talk. That is it. His whole goal is to talk. And I'm not talking about like say nonsense. No, I'm talking about just enjoys talking. That's what I think. And I think Nick Wright absolutely has a point. So is this what the new media is all about? Guys in new media socking each other and then coming back, come on, man. Like, listen, Nick Wright is 100% right on this, 100% on the money. What I want to know from you guys, what do you think about what Nick Wright had to say about the Draymond Green situation? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section and we catch you on the next episode. Peace.